Not about who you look like. It's about who you live near. If everybody lived in the multicultural community, then everybody, the whole on that crime would dissipate or be greatly reduced, because you would have people, then you would get it. I don't want you to hurt anybody, but you would get into altercations from people from other cultures. So, with that being said, back to this defund the police situation. Largest police force in the United States of America spends $5 billion on policing with very few social services people available. How is it that we have cops on standby to shoot somebody? And if you don't believe this, all I would do is take you back to 1984. Student named Victor Wilson and Miss Joyce Johnigan music class at Westerhouse Vocational High School. I was a freshman. I don't know how this came up, but Miss Johnigan said, "What's the job of the police?" 14-year-old Victor said, "To shoot people." So if that was in 1984, and here we are 36 years later, how are we having the same issues? So what we need to do is reallocate some of these funds to after-school programs. Reallocate some of these funds to seeing how you have 3 shifts of cops, 8-hour shifts, first 8 hours of the day, second 8 hours of the day, third 8 hours a day. You need to have 1 or 2 social services people for those calls in these major cities. Because if you're having someone who's having a mental episode, you don't need somebody rushing in, prepared to engage like they did in Philadelphia, like they did here in Chicago with Laquan McDonald, like they did with Freddie Gray, or anybody else who's having a mental episode. You need somebody who's trained in human behavior to engage this person and disengage from physical and deadly force. Period. That's what you need. And if you're too stupid to realize that, then maybe you need to go out there and get shots damn self. By the way, the gloves is off on the H-Rap show. No more nice guy. I'm not being nice. Political correctness is out the window. Won't be any disrespect, but I'm not going to play nice anymore either. So maybe you need to be hurt. Maybe you need to have somebody you love hurt. Maybe something like that needs to happen so you can open your eyes to this situation. Understand the tyranny that the police inject on our community is the way it was designed. The system does not need to be fixed. It needs to be eradicated and redone. I'm tired of hearing about how tough the police jobs are. You signed up for it. Being a stuntman is tough too. And I'm not going to be sad when a stuntman break his leg. Damn, that was crazy, man, but hey, that's what you signed up for. If an electrician gets electrocuted, if an electrician gets hurt, that's part of the job, period. That's just par for the course. That's just how it goes. Sorry. If you're a doctor and you get a cold, sucks. I don't want you to get COVID. If you get COVID saving somebody, I'm definitely going to have some empathy for you. But if you're a cop and you're in a sticky situation, hey, man, that's the way to life. That's the way the cookie crumbles, bro. That's the way. You signed up for a dangerous job. You signed up for a dangerous job. Period. That's just the way it's going. Sorry. I don't want anything to happen to any quote unquote good cops. I don't want anybody hurt. I don't want that. But if it happens, if you're a good guy, we're gonna mourn you. If you're a bad guy, hey man, it is what it is. And if you don't understand what I'm saying, simply go to Netflix, watch this docuseries called Trial 4. You know, I keep hearing about all these good cops and how we don't understand. Well, you know what? I never hear about, if you don't want me and my community to look at the police force the way y'all look at us, well, don't look at us that way. Because when you come into our neighborhood, we got to get these people in order, because we have to let these people know that we're not having this. We're here for long. We're here to fix it. Okay. If all of us are bad, all of y'all are bad. Don't ask me to cry you a river when one of the bad people, don't ask me to dissect y'all into the section, the good apple, bad apple, this apple, that apple. We not doing that. Now, if you want to treat us like human beings, we'll treat y'all like good cops. If you don't want to do it, if we can't get the benefit of the doubt, there will be no benefit extended to you either. Period. That's it. That's all. It's over. Full stop. I'm through talking about it, because there needs to be a changing of the guard. They need to be pulled out. They need to be redistributed, new people in new positions, and their psychological tests. There's a lot of things that you can do to weed out these bad apples, so to speak. Get these people some early retirement. Give them that retirement with full benefits. Just get them the fuck off the street, because at some point, folks that look like me, at some point gonna get tired of this, and then a lot of other people gonna get hurt. So you can't keep inflicting pain, inflicting tyranny, inflicting dismay on a community, and then they just keep going, well, boss, I hope you change. You need to do something to help us out. No, they gonna start fighting back, and it's more us than them. Another thing I'm gonna dispel right now is this minority myth. People who are descendants from the enslaved Africans of North America are not the minority in America. Newsflash. People who are descendants of the enslaved Africans of North America are not the minority in the United States of America. The reason they categorize you as a minority is because every time their numbers get low, somebody else becomes white. Go back 100 years, no Jews, no Italians, no niggas, no dogs. What's the sign? Their numbers got low, and Italians became white, or Jews became white. I don't know which one came first. Their numbers got low again, and then both groups were blended into white. But if you break this down by country of origin, and you stand them up next to descendants of people who were Africans who were enslaved, there's 45 million of us in this country. It's not 45 million Irish. It's not 45 million French. Not 45 million Greeks. So forth and so on. So, if you want to play the culture game with me, what you can do is say how many of you it is, how many of us. Why do you believe that every election they coming for us? If the black people vote for us, we can be cool. If I get this many black people and these bigots, then we can be cool. You're not a minority. So it is a game. And we are about to start winning this game with unity, education, and empowerment. We're going to stop this backbiting and this Carl Thomas emotional behavior by my brothers. And we're not going to buy into this white supremacist ideology that puts women beneath us. Okay? We're done with that right now. Because it's one thing about this whole get down. Your theology affects your sociology, and that affects your society. Here's the explanation to that. Your theology, the theology that is taught by and large here in North America or the United States of America, is Christianity. And in the form of Christianity that is taught here in the United States of America, God is a man. God is a white man. Right? Okay, you go into black churches, white churches, God is a white man. So who does that put closest to God? A white male. Now, who at the other end of that spectrum, what is the total opposite of a white man? It's not a black man, it's a black woman. The sisters is always complaining that they feel unprotected and disrespected, because in this social experiment called the United States of America, they are at the bottom because they are diametrically opposed to the white man. Why is it the sister, you ask? It's the sister because she creates this black man that will fight for, or who's supposed to fight for her and populate the earth. And that sister can get rid of that demigod. Your theology affects your anthropology, and it affects your sociology. That's what's going on in this situation. Your theology, which is worshiping this white God, affecting your anthropology, which a woman creates the universe. You cannot have nobody else on this globe without women, and it affects your sociology. You must destroy her mentally, emotionally, and physically, so there will be no more H-raps in the world to protect her, and then she has to succumb to the foolishness. There it is. That's why you have to not fall for this divide and conquer, these folks on my neck, and then, no disrespect, these broads getting on my damn nerves because you done bought into the nonsense. You done bought into the theology. And it is affecting your anthropology, and it also trickles down to your society. So, if you see somebody out here, you want to continue to run that nonsense, you are welcome to do it, but you are part of the problem at that point, not part of the solution. I'm going to read some of this chat. My man Ray the Care said you are hitting on some great points. I have so many opinions about this. It's crazy, the subject. Thank you for going down this road. Not a problem. You are welcome, Ray the Care. You are welcome. You are so welcome. Thank you for participating. Thank you for being a part of the show. Not only did you sign up and took the oath of the Constitution of the United States and your state's Constitution to uphold the law and righteousness. Thank you, Ptah. Thank you. And for those who don't know, man, Ptah has named himself after a great teacher in Egyptian lore. So that's what that name Ptah means, man. It's a teacher. It's an Egyptian teacher. And me and this brother have sat down for hours on end, building, sharing, disagreeing sometimes, but it's never been a disagreement that was disagreeable. Me and this brother have sat down and argued and cussed and fought for hours on end, and then sipped a couple beers, and him and my family, the man is family to me. So that's how the good brother Ptah come to the show. Thank you for always engaging. Black people all over the earth are not minorities. That's trick knowledge. Exactly. We are the global majority. Period. Point blank. Period. That's the end of it. So, but back to the point, man. Thank all of y'all for participating. It's always a pleasure to read your comments. And now, Ptah, I usually have the line open, man, but I can't really. I got a lot to talk about, and I got a haircut appointment, man. I'm running around here looking like Grizzly Adams, man. I got some good advice. She's gonna bust me in the head for that haircut, man. But thank you. Now, the thing is, as I was saying about the